BYD's new 911 sports car will have 1000 kilowatts fast charging and 1000-volt architecture, the most powerful electric motors in the world that can spin at 30,511 RPM, 30,511 RPM. That is crazy and more power, far more power, than a Porsche 911 at a much, much, much lower price. I'd say that's pretty damn revolutionary and disruptive. BYD have just revealed the production version of their 911 beating EV, and when I say 911 beating EV, let's be real, BYD have the most powerful electric motors in the world. They have about 600 kilowatts, so about 850 horsepower. If all BYD did was stick 2 of those in this new electric supercar or sports car, they would have a vehicle with 1,200 kilowatts, that's more power than any Porsche in history. So, if they put 3 of them in there, well, it's game over. Hello, my friends, welcome to the channel. You're watching Dark Matter File. Guys, I'd love to see you at the upcoming Electric Auto Show. The Auto Show is on the 27th, 28th, and 29th in Melbourne. I'll be doing a road trip down there. Do a road trip in your EV, join us, and I'll be posting about that on the channel as well. Hey guys, I've got an EcoFlow Delta 2 right here, and the Delta Pro, which is about 4 times bigger than this. I've used them over the past 2 months many times. I didn't think I would, but I've needed them. There's been electrical problems in the house, there's been massive storms here in Australia. They've been absolutely, for me, game-changing, life-saving. Up to 45% off sale. I'll put a link in the description and I think that's on for the next 3 weeks. So click on that link, you can take advantage and get one of these batteries for a really good price. Spy shots of the Denza Z production version have come out online. This is what it's going to look like. This is BYD's new Porsche rival, and Porsche have got to be a little concerned considering their sales and profits are down enormously over the past 12 months. I think 30% of Porsche dealerships have been closed in China because of electric cars from rivals, primarily Chinese car brand rivals. The Denza production model looks very similar to the Pure Emotion. Basically, it looks very similar to the concept. In fact, to me, it looks essentially the same. It doesn't look the same as a Porsche, but it does look similar in terms of dimensions. Let's be honest, actually very similar in terms of dimensions. Not that that's a bad thing, actually, I actually think it looks a little bit better than a Porsche. I think Porsche's 911 looks a little bit generic now. I mean, the 911 in the 70s was just a classic-shaped car. When you see a 1970, 1971, 1972, a 69 Porsche 911, you just see it. I saw one the other day and I thought, man, that's such a great-looking car. The modern version looks a bit bloated though. It doesn't look quite as good, doesn't have that same aesthetic appeal. Anyway, the production version BYD Denza Z, that's what it's going to be called, the Denza Z, has a dual diamond element tail design as per Ku China. The rear bumper has been redesigned, resulting in a more integrated visual appearance. And you can see that it does have a wing on the back that apparently will come out of the boot. A lot of sports cars have this. Aerodynamically it's a really good feature, so when you're driving quickly, it can actually, when you turn or when you want to brake, that wing comes up out of the boot and that provides you with more aerodynamics, more control, stability. So, the price, what's it going to be? Well, I don't know for sure, but this is what we do know. The Yongwang U9, that starts at $234,000. That's their supercar. It's not going to be as expensive as that. Then there's the GAC AION Hyper SSR, I've actually sat in one of these in China. The GAC AION Hyper SSR is awesome. It starts at $187,000. It has a carbon tub, it's basically built out of carbon fiber. It's unreal, and that's probably my favorite supercar in the world right now. It's not going to be as expensive. It's going to be more affordable than that. But it's going to be more expensive than the Milligram Cyberster. The Cyberster starts at $44,500 in China. My estimate is that it will start at around $50,000. It'll be a legit rival, I think, though, for the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra. Now I know the Xiaomi SU7 Ultra is an entirely different car, it's a 5-seat vehicle. No, it's a family car really. But it's a performance vehicle. It will definitely be a rival for that vehicle in terms of the customers that they're going to be going after. So the Denza Z production version apparently will be a similar price to the SU7 Ultra, around $74,000 depending on the specification. Now I think that it also could rival other vehicles from Mercedes and BMW, for example, like an M5 potentially, or the Mercedes AMG, you know, like maybe the C63 AMG. Around that kind of price. BYD will almost certainly sell these around the world. This is not going to be a China-only special, because BYD want to create the brand presence around the world. It's very important, of course, for a brand to create that. And if you're seeing this car drive along the road in say Melbourne or Sydney or Los Angeles, not that it's coming to LA, or let's say Paris or Berlin, whatever it may be, people are going to look and they're going to say, what the hell is that? And someone's going to know, and someone's going to say, that's a BYD. They're going to say, wow, that's a BYD. Really? That thing looks epic. I think it is epic. And I think if you are another car company selling sports cars, you've got to think very hard about what the future of the automotive industry is going to be. Is it going to be internal combustion cars? Mate, Rimac, right? He owns, well, did own, the Rimac brand. They make probably the best electric supercar in the world, but it's $7 million, right? This is the kind of car that can probably rival those kinds of cars for a tiny, tiny fraction of the price. So for me, this car is much more relevant. It's much more relevant than, say, a Porsche Taycan. Most people can't afford that, it's out of their price range. A supercar or a sports car like this could have supercar performance but only sports car price, meaning it puts it in that range where a lot more people can actually afford to buy one. Let me know your thoughts. Would you consider an electric sports car? I reckon that would be awesome, but not everyone agrees with me. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Car manufacturers are losing market share to Chinese car brands, but they're kind of thinking to themselves, you know what, in the sports car area, we can hold on to this because the Chinese are not really making many sports cars. And it's true, or at least it was true. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. You're watching Dark Matter File. It's great to have you with us, guys. Now you know that BYD are making models for every segment. I mean, they have more car models now than any manufacturer in the world, which is insane, considering only a few years ago they sold only 400,000 cars globally. How have they done this? I don't think anyone really knows how they've done this. But now they have a Ford F-150 pickup truck rival coming, in fact, two of them. They have models in every single segment, but they don't have a sort of middle-priced electric sports car like a Porsche 911.